There's something you've probably noticed about people who never seem to lose their center, while others crumble under pressure, lose themselves in drama, or get swept away by circumstances. They seem to possess this inner fortress that nothing can penetrate. What if I told you that mental strength isn't something you're born with or without? It's not about pushing through pain or pretending everything's fine when it's not. The secret to becoming mentally strong has nothing to do with what you add to your life, and everything to do with what you're willing to let go of. Most people spend their entire lives building mental habits that actually weaken them without ever realizing it. Here's what most people get wrong about mental strength. They think it's about developing more willpower, more discipline, more positive thinking. But that's like trying to get physically strong by only adding weight to the bar, without ever examining your form. True mental strength works differently. It's not what you build up, it's what you strip away. Every mentally strong person I've ever known has learned to identify and eliminate the subtle thought patterns that keep most people trapped in cycles of stress, resentment, and emotional overwhelm. Think about physical fitness for a moment. You could do 1,000 push-ups, but if you're eating junk food all day, you'll never see real results. Mental strength follows the same principle. You can practice gratitude, meditate daily, and read every self-help book ever written. But if you're still carrying toxic mental habits, they'll undermine everything else. The breakthrough comes when you realize that mental weakness isn't about lacking something. It's about holding on to patterns of thinking that drain your energy, cloud your judgment, and keep you stuck in reactions rather than responses. If you're still here, you've probably recognized that you might be carrying some of these energy-draining patterns yourself. The fact that you're willing to examine what might be weakening you, rather than just adding more to your plate, tells me you're ready for what comes next. If this is resonating with you, please subscribe. Let me show you the 3 categories of thoughts that keep most people mentally fragile, even when they think they're working on themselves. The first trap is destructive beliefs about yourself. This shows up as constantly replaying your mistakes, dwelling on what you lack, or believing that your struggles are somehow unique or unfair. When you catch your mind saying things like, "Why does this always happen to me?" or "I shouldn't have to deal with this," you're not processing difficulty, you're magnifying it. The second trap is giving away your power to others. This happens when you believe other people control how you feel. When you say, "They made me angry," or "This person ruined my day," you're handing over your emotional state to someone else's actions. You're making your peace dependent on things completely outside your control. The third trap is expecting the world to operate according to your personal sense of fairness. This creates constant disappointment, because life doesn't distribute rewards based on how hard you work or how good you are. When you expect cosmic justice, you set yourself up for resentment every time reality doesn't match your expectations. These aren't just thoughts. They're energy leaks that slowly drain your mental resources. Take a moment now and think about a recent situation that left you feeling frustrated or emotionally drained. As you remember that experience, notice which of these 3 traps your mind fell into. Were you focused on why this was happening to you? Were you giving someone else power over your emotional state? Or were you frustrated because life wasn't being fair? Most people recognize at least one of these patterns immediately. That recognition is the beginning of freedom. Here's what happens when you start releasing these mental patterns. You don't become cold or disconnected. You become genuinely strong in a way that allows you to respond to life from clarity rather than reactivity. When you stop dwelling on unfairness, you're not accepting injustice. You're freeing your energy to focus on what you can actually influence. When you stop giving others power over your emotions, you're not becoming isolated. You're taking responsibility for your own inner state. The most profound shift happens when you realize that your painful experiences don't define you or doom you to future suffering. They become information rather than identity. Challenges become opportunities to practice strength rather than evidence of your victimhood. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions or pretending everything is fine. It means feeling whatever comes up without the additional layer of mental commentary that turns temporary pain into prolonged suffering. You experience sadness without the story that you shouldn't be sad. You face uncertainty without the belief that you can't handle it. Mental strength emerges naturally when you remove the obstacles to it. What's remarkable about eliminating these mental habits is how quickly the effects compound. Each time you catch yourself falling into one of these patterns and consciously choose a different response, you're not just handling that moment better, you're rewiring your automatic reactions for the future. Someone who used to drain your energy through their negativity suddenly has less impact on your day. Setbacks that would have derailed you for weeks become temporary inconveniences. You start noticing opportunities where you used to see only obstacles, because your mental energy isn't being constantly depleted by unproductive thought patterns. This creates an upward spiral. As you become less reactive, people respond to you differently. As you stop expecting life to be fair, you appreciate the good moments more deeply. As you take responsibility for your own emotional state, you paradoxically feel more connected to others because you're not constantly managing their impact on you. Mental strength isn't about becoming invulnerable. It's about becoming genuinely resilient. So how do you practically begin releasing these mental habits? Start with awareness before action. For the next week, simply notice when your mind falls into one of these traps without trying to stop it immediately. When you catch yourself dwelling on unfairness, just observe. I'm in fairness mode. When you notice giving someone else power over your emotions, note, I'm in victim mode. When you recognize expecting others to change so you can feel better, acknowledge, I'm in control mode. This isn't about judgment. It's about recognition. You can't change what you can't see. After a few days of simply observing, you'll start noticing the patterns earlier, sometimes even as they're beginning. That's when you can ask yourself, what would mental strength look like in this situation? Not force, not suppression, but genuine strength, the kind that comes from not being controlled by circumstances or other people's choices. Start with one pattern. Master the awareness of it. Then gradually expand to the others. Over the next few weeks, you'll start to feel lighter as you release these energy-draining patterns. Challenges will still come, but they won't deplete you the same way. Your relationships will improve because you're no longer trying to control others or make them responsible for how you feel. Most importantly, you'll discover that mental strength isn't something you strain for. It's what emerges naturally when you stop doing the things that weaken you. True strength is found in what you're willing to let go of. If this understanding of mental strength as release rather than accumulation speaks to you, you're exactly who this channel is for. People who understand that real transformation doesn't come from adding more, but from seeing clearly and letting go consciously. If this shifted how you think about building mental resilience, subscribe to join others, discovering that strength isn't about adding more. It's about removing what no longer serves you. And share in the comments what mental habit you're ready to release.